The most important measure of an economy is gross domestic product, or GDP. GDP is the value of all final goods and services produced within a country's border in a specific period of time, usually a year. Now, there are some details worth mentioning. GDP doesn't include every transaction that's in the economy. For example, if you buy a used domestic car, it doesn't count towards GDP because nothing new is produced. Now, that same logic applies to buying financial assets like stocks, or when one company buys another company. For example, when Google bought YouTube. Those don't count towards GDP because no new good or service was produced. Also, GDP often doesn't include illegal activity, since drug dealers don't usually report their sales to the government, or non-traditional economic activity like household production. For example, if a plumber charges someone $100 to fix their hot water heater, that counts towards GDP. When he fixes his own water heater, that doesn't count towards GDP. Here's a list of countries organized by GDP. Notice that GDP is measured in dollars, not in the raw number of things produced. If we analyze just the raw number, then a country that produced 5 million thumbtacks would look like they're doing just as well as a country that produced 5 million cars. But there's also a problem with using the dollar value of stuff produced. It's inflation. If two countries produce the same amount of cars, but one has higher prices, then that country is going to have a higher nominal GDP, or GDP not adjusted for inflation. To get a more accurate idea of the health of the economy, economists look at real GDP, which is GDP adjusted for inflation. Just what adjusted for inflation means is really important, but it's too big of a topic to discuss right now. We'll get to it.